Three,
Three,
two,
two,
one.
one.
Are you ready,
One.
kids?
Aye, Captain.
We can't
Yep,
hear
I have
you.
the official Painty the Pirate.
The cap with SpongeBob.
I got it at Hot Topic a couple of months ago.
Excellent. Okay, we're live now. Welcome guys. This is DJ here, and I'm here with three guests. You can't see any of them at the moment because uh, RONYELL says that she doesn't have her camera up. She's gonna be just speaking through the microphone. And as for Norbert and Jason,
Yeah.
they have uh their their web cameras up, but for some reason they don't seem to want to show up on my end on uh on through OBS for some reason. So
Well,
let
let's
me
hope
try
that
again.
changes hopefully soon. And then you can put
Yeah,
our cameras up. People can see our lovely faces.
yeah. But until I get two of my guests to show, uh I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. And I hope you're having a great 2021 so far. And I want to properly introduce each of my guests to you guys. First, so,
Can people hear me and Jason, or can they just not see your faces?
oh, what was that?
I,
So, like,
can people
can they-
hear me and Jason, or can they even hear our voices, or is it just our cameras that they're not showing?
Um, well, I can see you, but well, let me see if I can add you like as a window capture. Let's see if that will work. Um,
As soon as you started talking right then, Barry, I got notified that the video went live.
oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Maybe this will do. Okay, let's see if this would do.
Yeah, it's your
Okay,
faces. I can't see your faces.
okay.
Wait. Oh, I think I see us on the video there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me
Well,
know
I'm
if this
doing
looks good.
Thumbnail.
Let me
I'm
just
Doesn't look.
rearrange these things here. I don't know why my NDI just doesn't want to work. Oh,
I would
thought.
help you guys. I would help you guys with this situation, but except that I'm doing this with my phone, so it's not possible for me to look at you guys and also take a look at the video as it's going live at the same time.
Well, I've got my internet browser open. I've also got Skype open. So
I got Skype and my internet browser open.
Well, I have the Skype app.
I think I see you two
Okay.
through the small video on my Skype.
If you guys notice that the video quality looks a little bit better than it did during my previous two live streams, there's a reason behind that. I got a new
Yeah.
phone for Christmas.
Oh yeah. I saw
that's
it on
cool.
your social media.
Oh, did you see my tweet about it, or did you see my Christmas videos of my Christmas presents of 2020 video that I posted last night?
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
But I did see your. I remember seeing
I
your
haven't
tweets.
seen that either. Okay.
Okay.
Like I also made a 2020 video too.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I just want to make sure if everybody could hear us. Oh, let me just test it out on my end here. Okay.
Like I also made.
Okay. Basically, I do not know what the heck is going on with OBS here. Sorry for the delay, folks.
Insert Spanish flea music from the Simpsons episode Sunday Cruddy Sunday. You know, the one where they went to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
They had the credits where it was just the music playing and it was just Homer's eyes rolling around the screen for like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
They put that scene in there on
Yeah.
purpose because Fox was wanting to do credits pushback for the episode, like do split screen, but the crew behind the show convinced Fox not to do it because they claimed that there was animation in the credits for that episode, which is technically true. But the only animation is of Homer's eyes moving around for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see Princess Kitty, one of the audience members here, is asking if everything's okay. Well, yeah. If you can hear us, that's fine. But for some reason, the footage of Jason and Norbert just doesn't want to show up like individually as NDI sources, like what I was able to do before. So I'm just trying
Maybe
to
we
fix
should
that.
maybe we should insult the computer with subliminal messages.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, until everything is until I get things fixed properly. So yeah, I want to properly introduce to each of my guests. First, RONYELL. This is her second time on my live stream. Say hi, RONYELL.
Hi. Rabbitearsblog, and I have two YouTube channels. I have one that's my main channel, which is Rabbitearsblog, and there I review movies, TV shows, and video games, as well as do movie news. And then my second channel is Animation Bliss, where I talk about everything dealing with animation. And you can check out both channels whenever you like to.
Yes, and the links to those are in the description. And secondly, I want to introduce in his third live stream appearance on my channel, Jason the cartoon fan. Say hi, Jason.
Hey everybody. My name is Jason Stevenson, and I'm a huge animation fan, and I operate two YouTube channels. My main one, which is called Jason the Cartoon Fan, where I upload a bunch of videos on merchandise items for cartoons I like, as well as a few non-cartoon themed merchandise items. But cartoons are the main thing that the merchandise I buy and show in the videos I make for my channel are for. And I have a second channel called Disney Replay, which is just clips from Disney cartoons that have already ended their runs.
Oh, Disney Replay, that's your channel?
Yeah, that's one of my two channels.
Oh, I think that's the channel where I saw a high quality upload of Timo Supremo on there.
Yeah, it is. I found some episodes on Kim Cartoon, and I posted all the ones that they had in HD on there. Because Timo Supremo was made in widescreen, like most Disney cartoons of the 2000s, but they cropped it to 4:3 when it aired on TV. Because, back then everybody still had the wooden box TVs.
Yep.
So, for a brief time in 2018, Netflix in Latin America had season 1 of Timo Supremo available to stream, and thankfully somebody was able to get copies of all the episodes of Timo Supremo that were available on Netflix over there in HD and post them on Kim Cartoon, and I found them and I uploaded them onto Disney Replay, which is good because unfortunately Timo Supremo doesn't have any official releases. Like, it's not on DVD, and it hasn't been made available on Disney Plus yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Good
it
to
will
know.
soon.
Yeah.
And, along with the Weekenders.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, The Weekenders is already available to buy and
love that show.
on DVD, as long as you're a member of the Disney Movie Club.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well, I'm not, so I'm just waiting for it to come to Disney Plus, which I'm surprised it hasn't yet.
It is supposed to come on Disney Plus soon. Jason Marsden confirmed that.
Awesome. Oh, and
When is soon?
yeah. And Norbert, I want to welcome you back to the podcast. Basically, this is your fourth time on my live stream series. So you're kind of an MVP in this live stream series.
Yeah, I guess I
Well,
am.
I'm only one live stream away from also becoming an MVP, apparently.
Am I the person who has the most appearances on Duty's live streams so far?
Yes.
I'm like the second.
Yeah, Jason
Oh,
is like
and
the
by the
second
way,
most
DJ,
frequent.
I couldn't notice that it says the Rabbit Ears blog is recording the call. Could that be the reason why our footages aren't showing up for OBS? Is it because she's the one recording the call, not
That-
you?
Hmm. Well,
Should I stop recording?
um, no, I saw that I was one who like started the call.
Oh, so I don't stop or like would do anything if I stop recording?
Would the live stream stop? Would the live stream like end if you stop recording?
Hmm. Could you repeat that, Norbert? I was distracted for a bit.
If she stops recording, does that mean that the live stream is going to end?
Well, yeah, it'll kind of cause disruptions, but I think if this works okay, the way you and Jason appear from the window capture of both you simultaneously appeared in the same window capture from Skype, if this looks okay to you guys, then we could just continue on.
Well,
Well,
I
it
can't
would
see.
look better. It would look better if we were like separately.
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
can't see, so I can't see it because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not able to do multiple tabs at once. So I'm honestly good with either one that you guys prefer.
Okay. So I think what I could do is just move these two images here on OBS and probably resize the chat like this and shrink down RONYELL's avatar like this and probably make you Jason and you Norbert a little bigger. We'll just stick with this for now. Sorry for the little technical difficulties that we started off with, guys. But yes, I see Dexter the Nostalgia Toon Shirts here. Welcome. And welcome everybody else. Happy New Year. So first, I basically want to ask you guys, what were your biggest accomplishments that you did in 2020? I know that it's been a really difficult year for various reasons, but how about we talk about like the positive things that each of us have done and experienced? I'll start with you, Roniel.
Like my biggest success for this year for 2020
Yeah.
was that I was able to finally reach over 500 subscribers on my main channel. Like that was one of my big things I wanted to do in 2020, and I was finally able to get up to 508 subscribers. So I'm hoping for this year I'm able to reach like 1,000 subscribers on my main channel. I don't know if I could do that, but I would love to do that. And I also reach over 300 subscribers on my Animation Bliss channel on my second channel. So I'm hoping to reach like 500 subscribers there.
Okay. Excellent. Uh, I've been watching your videos for like for 5 years now, and I want to basically congratulate you on being halfway there to 1,000.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Jason? What were your favorite things
Oh,
that you did in 2020?
um, well, first I want to ask, just things that we accomplished or also stuff that we got the chance to see. Because if you wanted to, we could move apart. Like we could talk about the favorite things that we watched this year, like in a later part of the stream.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Okay, all right. So, all right, I'll just talk about the things that I accomplished. Well, the main thing was that I graduated high school.
Congrats.
Yeah, it
Excellent.
just wasn't as
Congrats.
satisfying. It wasn't as satisfying as I wanted it to be, though, because the last few assignments that I got were ridiculously easy. And of course, there was no graduation ceremony, and they also they also canceled my senior prom.
Oh.
Oh,
So yeah, that's okay because I can't. I'm not able to go with who I really want to go with to prom.
anything else?
Let me see. Well, I signed up for college. Classes start on January 11th. And my channel, like my main channel, reached 2,000 subscribers, which was good.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. I'm in the same club as you, Jason. Recent 2,000 subscribers. The year before, 2019, was 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, on my old channel, like Jason the Cartoon Fan and Disney Replay aren't the first channels that I had. All the way back in 2015, I had a YouTube channel that was called Jason's Cartoon Favorites. But unfortunately, that channel got hacked and terminated.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to have like 50,000 subscribers on that channel, but yeah, it's been a difficult slog picking up from this new channel picking up the slack.
Okay. Well, it's good that 2020 has been better for you than like what you experienced with that hack in there, right?
Yeah, it was in early 2018 when it happened.
Yeah. Okay, so how about we move on to Norbert? What were your favorite things that you did for 2020?
Favorite things for 2020. Well, I recently started. I started getting into YouTube recently. Well, I mean, started I started uploading more videos onto YouTube. I'm not a very frequent uploader, but I ended up getting some editing software that I had to pay for, but I was able to get compensated for that. And so I got the money back, so it didn't really cost me anything actually. So I some videos. In fact, this year I've uploaded several videos. I've uploaded a couple of Beaver Sins videos. Those are like Cinema Sins parodies of Angry Beavers episodes. I've uploaded two of those.
Yep.
I've uploaded a video about explaining why I think The Click by AJR is actually a really good album. I made one around the time when the rest of the TMNT canceled hospitality, but why never screw over shows. I kind of talked about that a little more on the live stream I did with Twisted Dan's that we did about questionable network decisions. And then just this December, last December, less than a month ago, I uploaded a top 10 best and worst hit songs list for 2020, where I counted down on my top 10 favorite and least favorite hit songs of this year.
Yep.
Okay.
Besides that, I think my biggest accomplishment this year has been working. Yeah, lots of work. Plus, I'm considered I'm an essential worker. So I guess you could say that I'm the being a frontline worker. My job has really been helping people through this pandemic.
That's great
Plus,
to hear.
I get lots of money. What did you say?
Oh, I said that's great to hear, Norbert.
Yeah. Besides that, another good thing that happened to me this year is that oh my god, I got a Nintendo Switch recently. It's right over there. It's right over there. I mean, it's out of frame right now, but I have one. I got one. I got Super Mario 3D All Stars, and I also got some games on it for Christmas. So that's been fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish that Super Mario
Yeah.
3D All Stars had 64 DS. That way we could play those extra 3 characters without having to use the awkward D-pad control.
Yeah, this is for console games, I guess. Yeah, it has Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. The only one of those games I actually played before I got this was Super Mario Sunshine. That's because I actually have a GameCube. GameCube is also over there.
That's cool. I actually played all 3 games on their original hardware. In fact, Super Mario 64, along with The Simpsons Hit and Run, were the very first 2 video games I ever played.
Really?
Yeah, way too young. I started playing them when I was 3. Way too young to be watching The Simpsons, LOL.
Yeah. Oh, I'm part of the same club too. Like I've been watching The Simpsons ever since I was pretty much since I was 7 or 8. Like, watching Simpsons was one of my favorite rebellious things to do as a kid. Like, I didn't care if I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to watch any other adult cartoon. It was Simpsons or nothing, basically.
Yeah.
But it is pretty cool that they took 3 games and they put them all into one game, and they're all playable on the same console. And I really love the Nintendo Switch. It's a really cool console because you can play it in handheld mode, and you can take it on a road trip with you, or you can put it into a dock and then put the Joy-Cons into a controller, and then you can play it on your TV. So, but you can play it either way, and that's really cool. I mean, you can't exactly take a GameCube with you on a road trip, but you can't take that.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Norbert, going back to your YouTube channel, with your Angry Beavers videos, first of all, I look forward to seeing more of them, and I just want to tell RONYELL, since he's a huge Angry Beavers fan as well, if you haven't watched them already,
Yeah.
you should check them out.
Have you seen them?
Videos on your channel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Beaver Sins videos.
Me too. Beaver Sins
Oh,
videos. They're basically they're CinemaSins parodies of Angry Beaver. They're CinemaSins parodies, sinning Angry Beavers episodes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out because I love parodies and I love the Angry Beavers. So
Yep.
Awesome.
definitely gonna
And be
check
sure
out
let me
your
know if you
videos.
want me to do it. Be sure let me know if you want me to do a Beaver Sins on another episode, and I'll do that.
Yeah, I'd like to
Oh.
do
Looks like
same
you could
same
do-
time last week.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
Oh, have you done?
That as well as what's the other one I was gonna do? I think of what it's called. The name of the episode. Mistaken Identity. I was thinking of doing that one too.
Norbert,
Yeah.
have you done what most people consider to be the best Angry Beavers episode, The Day the Earth Looks Stupid, yet?
The day that we're really
I
screwed up.
love
No,
that
I have not.
Yes,
That might be very. I might do that. I might release that one on Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, my favorite episode of the Angry Beavers is actually Another One Bites the Musk. It's not The Day that we're really screwed up.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering because that's the one most diehard Angry Beavers fans consider to be the best episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
My favorite
very much of the Angry Beavers. Like, I have a couple of episodes on DVD because I have those Out of the Vault compilations. It's one of the very few Nickelodeon shows that Shell Factory put out on DVD that I don't own on DVD.
I've actually got the Shell Factory. I've actually got the whole Shell Factory release.
Yeah, I know. I remember in the first live stream I did with you. So I've been trying to get all the Shell Factory complete series sets before they eventually get discontinued, like they did with Cat Dogs, since that show's complete series set went out of print. I just purchased All Real Monsters complete series DVD set at Walmart for only $15.
I got that too.
Yeah.
I got that one, I believe it was a Christmas present.
I got
but not for this Christmas. It was for previous Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah, for previous Christmas, I got the 4-disc Out of the Vault collection, which has basically all of the 4 Out of the Vault individual DVDs that are just a mixed mass of classic Nicktoon episodes. I got that for Christmas 2017 of classic Nicktoons from the 90s.
Except that it doesn't
Got
have
that
the
one too.
Halloween or Christmas compilations.
Yeah, we probably have to get that individually.
Oh, speaking of complete series sets, I got Steven Universe the complete collection on DVD for Christmas this year.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing a separate unboxing for it on my channel. If you're like, I know that Barry isn't really into Steven Universe, but if the other two of you like Steven Universe, then I definitely recommend checking that unboxing video out when it gets uploaded.
Okay.
I gotta finish watching Steven Universe.
Okay,
Do you
guys.
have HBO Max?
I've seen the Steven Universe yet.
I have. Ooh.
Okay, guys.
Like,
How
yeah,
about we read some of the chat questions and chat comments? We have one from Moonchild asking, "What was the most challenging situation for you during a lockdown?"
It was just the fact that I couldn't see that many of my relatives. That's pretty much it. Which is sad because I just turned 18. I really wanted to visit my biological mom who lives over in Oregon, and as well as my little brother who lives with her. It's just that I couldn't this year because I just turned 18, and now I need an ID to go on a plane. And I haven't been able to get an ID because the whole social distancing thing has screwed up that kind of stuff. Screwed up the just the ability to get an ID.
Yeah, yeah. How about
Yeah,
you, Norbert?
we also had summer vacation plans this year as well, but they didn't end up happening because of the pandemic. Hopefully, we'll be able to reschedule those for 2021 summer.
Yeah.
And how about you, Ronyo?
like the toughest thing for me is like not traveling because me and my family usually try to travel to different places in South Carolina, but we couldn't do that this year. Like we couldn't visit our relatives either, and I was really upset about that. But I'm hoping 2021 is better. I hope the pandemic dies down this year so we could go out and travel again.
There's a vaccine, so hopefully it should.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
hoping.
and just going back.
So far, the only people who have gotten it so far are medical professionals and people in the White House.
Oh, well, I heard.
Oh yeah.
Well, I heard from one of our colleagues, Zara Lobner, on
Zara.
Twitter that the vaccine is supposed to be made public around March or April.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. It's supposed to be sometime during the spring.
Okay. Though
That's good.
yeah. Though probably let's not get too deep into that. I just want to go up to an earlier comment from Dexter, the Nostalgia Toonser, who pretty much has a good way of summing up what the what what 2020 has been like. It's basically a longer spring break, longer summer vacation, and longer winter break for all of us in the world, which is understandable for obvious reasons because of the lockdown. And but for some people who are introverts and who like to work from home, uh, that's probably the one benefit of the lockdown. It makes introverts kind of comfortable. I don't know if that's really a controversial comment or not. What do you guys think?
No.
What was the
I think
comment?
that's fine.
Oh,
What
I
was
was,
the
ba- I was basically saying how with the lockdown 2020, it's something that isn't too stressful for people who tend to be introverts.
I mean, I guess, but it still would be nice to actually get out and not have to wear a mask everywhere, and plus, honestly, it wasn't just the lockdown that was tough. I mean, you're tough. There was lots of other things too. I don't want to get too political, but
Yeah,
everything
no
that was
politics,
happening in the
Norbert.
news this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go there, uh, but 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 yeah, 2020 wasn't just because of the pandemic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Do you
read.
guys?
Oh, did you say
Oh wait.
something, Jason?
Do you, um, do you guys want to hear what I would like to sum up 2020 as?
How?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna break in the song for this. I know of a place where you'll never be harmed. A
A
magical
magical
place filled with
place.
magical charms.
Magical
Indoors, indoors,
Indoors,
indoors.
indoors.
Take it away, Kenny.
We should start a barbershop quartet. We all have amazing singing voices.
Yes, yes, and I did tell Norbert that he should sing a song like near the end of this stream.
I actually don't
Do
know.
you
I
think-
actually don't. I actually don't. I actually don't. I actually. I can't talk. I actually don't know what song I'm gonna sing yet.
Oh,
If anyone has any requests,
Hmm.
feel free to leave them in the chat.
probably I was thinking probably, the typical New Year's Day song. The one that
Should
goes,
old resolutions be forgot?
yeah, that one.
I don't know that song.
Yeah.
I only know the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Should old
Okay.
resolutions be forgot? And I can hum a little bit of the rest. Da, 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 da.
I've never even heard of that song.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I have
Yeah,
a comment
doesn't
from
ring a
Just
bell.
let my heart
Starchild.
out.
Axon RONYELL. What are your thoughts on it? I think they're referring to my comment about being introverted, especially with the lockdown.
Like, not. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that comment. Like, if you like to be indoors, then I guess it's fine. But if you like to visit your family here and there, it's probably like it could be a little difficult at times. But if you do like to spend times indoors, then like staying indoors for most of the time probably wouldn't be so bad. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I see Moonchild requesting to sing the Louis Armstrong song "What a Wonderful World." Are you familiar? Are you familiar with it, Norbert?
No.
Oh.
I'll probably sing an AJR song.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So, how about we move on to how? Oh, since we're all animation nerds, and 2020, the most positive thing about 2020 for animation is how basically because it's a form of entertainment that doesn't require people to be together in the same building to make, you could work from your home. I have been seeing articles and headlines how 2020 promises a bigger boom for animation since again you could work on it from home, and plus streaming services are a really really popular activity to watching streaming services are very popular uh, to do during this lockdown, and I want to basically hear your thoughts on it, starting with you, Raniel.
Um, like what are my thoughts about animation in 2020?
Oh yeah, you could also talk about like some of the biggest news and animation that happened last year, and what you think about how animation was overall in 2020.
I think like TV shows right wise, like there was a lot of great TV shows that came out in 2020, like Close Enough and um Blood of Zeus and the Animaniacs reboot. I think that's probably the biggest news of 2020 was the Animaniacs reboot and how everybody reacted to it. And,
Yep.
and I usually heard a lot of positive comments about the Animaniacs. And there were some movies like Scoob that was supposed to be released in theaters, but it ended up getting put on streaming services, so that was kind of big at the time, like when the movies first started going to streaming services. But that's my thoughts about 2020 and animation. Like it offered a lot of good TV shows, but a lot of anime movies did end up getting put into streaming services, and that was something new for a lot of people.
Yeah. Easily the best of the anime movies that was dropped into a streaming service. I watched it the day it was released. Disney Pixar Soul. Has any of you seen it?
I've only started watching that. I still haven't finished it yet. Please don't spoil it for me. I'll probably
Don't
watch
worry,
the
I
whole thing
won't.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't spoil it for me either. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah. Don't worry. No spoilers. Okay. I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Uh. Oh
Do
yeah,
you
you
want to
did
hear?
mention. Oh, what was that?
Do you want to hear our? Do you want to hear our thoughts on it, like Norbert's and my thoughts on the industry?
Oh yeah, exactly. How 2020 has been like for animation. I want to hear from the two of you.
Mm.
Uh, since I went after, not this, like I was the one who went second the first time. Should I go second this time?
Sure.
Okay. So pretty much the same thing that Roniel was saying about the industry, so that was interesting. And I know that Warner Brothers is now going to be releasing all of their movies that are coming out this year simultaneously in theaters, in the very few theaters that are still playing movies, and their service HBO Max, which I haven't gotten yet because it's way too expensive. Um, I haven't watched Close Enough yet because I don't have HBO Max, but I have seen my two favorite shows that premiered this year were The Owl House and the Animaniacs reboot. I watched The Owl House as soon as it got added to Disney Plus. I haven't watched season one all the way though. The most recent episode I saw was the Grom Fright episode, so no spoilers for the rest of the season. And
I've never seen it either, so don't worry.
Yeah.
and then
In it.
I'm currently like 9 episodes into the Animaniacs reboot.
Oh, I'm
Owl House is
currently.
pretty good. It's a little bit more intense than some of Disney's previous cartoons because the show's creator, Donna Terrence, was previously a horror artist. So, so yeah, there's a little bit of stuff that you probably wouldn't expect to see in a Disney show, but it's still good. It's still good. Animaniacs reboot, I can easily say that it's on par with DuckTales 2017 as the best cartoon reboot. My only complaints about the show are minor ones. First, unfortunately, Animaniacs' creator Tom Ruegger isn't working on it. He was offered to write for the show,
Oh yeah.
but he declined the offer. And
yeah.
the second thing, and this is probably the bigger one in me, is that this new version of Animaniacs only has the Wonder siblings and Pinky and the Brain.
Right.
Yeah, I know they're the best characters on the show. It's just that I like all the other side characters too. They may not have
Exactly.
been as good, but they were still entertaining enough.
Yeah. Jason, I just want to throw in my thoughts on what you the cartoons you brought up. Well, with the Animaniacs reboot, first of all, I watched the first episode of it last night on through Amazon Prime because it's airing on Teletoon in Canada, so they have sort of a channel within Prime Video where they have some of the current shows that they're airing, and the Animaniacs reboot, as well as Looney Tunes cartoons from HBO Max, they're among them. And I have to agree with you, Jason. I saw the first episode of the Animaniacs reboot thus far, and I absolutely love it. Really hilarious. Well, of the self-referential humor.
Yep, the rebooted Renew It song is now one of the best Animaniacs songs in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
What else was there that I was going to say? Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear about the major recasting for tons of cartoon characters? In response to the Black Lives Matter protests, a lot of non-white characters in cartoons who were... Hold on,
Trying to get political. Trying to get political.
Yeah, try
Well,
not to get too political.
I wasn't trying not to get political. I was just saying that in response to the Black Lives Matter protest, a bunch of non-white characters who were voiced by by white voice actors got new voices that were of their actual races. So, Hank Azaria and Harry Shearer stopped voicing Carl and Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons, respectively, and they got replaced by Alex Desert, who previously voiced Nick Fury in the Avengers cartoons and on an episode of Phineas and Ferb. And Mike Henry stopped voicing Cleveland Brown on Family Guy, and they got a famous YouTuber to replace him. I forgot what his name was.
I forgot his name too, but I heard that new voice of Cleveland, and it's really good.
Yeah, I've been watching all the new episodes of the newest season of The Simpsons, and Desert does a pretty good job replicating Dr. Hibbert's voice, but I'm gonna admit it, his Carl voice could use a little bit of improvement. Let's see here. And even though I haven't watched it yet because it doesn't look like a show that would really appeal to me that much, the Netflix series Big Mouth, the character Missy got recasted, and there was also these black characters on Miraculous Ladybug and Veggie Tales that were previously voiced by white voice actors that they got.
Yeah, Phil Vischer. Phil Vischer voiced. He was Mr. Nezrin. He was. Yeah, and he was replaced by an actual black person. Because apparently, Mr. Nezrin's voice it was actually based on it was based on the Oogie Boogieman's voice from the Nightmare Before Christmas. And Oogie Boogieman, he was voiced by a black person. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear about that one.
So yeah.
Okay.
So for the Simpsons, the only non-white characters whose new voices we haven't gotten to hear yet were Lou and Cookie Kwan. And also Comic Book Guy's Asian wife, who was introduced in season 24.
Oh, I forgot about her.
I don't even think she has a name.
Oh.
I have.
Oh,
Been,
all right then.
Watching the
So
episodes
we'll
of
just have
Simpsons,
to
so-
wait and see.
it's-
But
yeah.
I seriously doubt that any Indian person is willing to voice Apu unless they're willing to change the character like Al Jean said he would, and upset longtime Simpsons fans. I personally would be happier if they just kept Apu off the show, as sad as that would be, since I really did like his character in like classic episodes like Homer and Apu.
Oh yeah.
Who Needs the Quickie Mart is the best Simpsons song, bar none.
Yep. And let's not forget about James Woods' guest appearance.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, remember how his Simpsons caricature in that episode later popped up in the crossover with Family Guy, since James Woods voiced himself in multiple episodes of that other show?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, how about we move on? I want to
Okay.
read some comments
me?
here. Yeah,
But I didn't get to answer the question.
sorry, Norbert. Yeah, you could you give your answer on the question.
I actually forget what the question was now. But I actually kind of wanted to mention something that I actually saw Sponge on the Run, the third SpongeBob movie. I saw it through piracy. I uploaded the whole movie on Google Drive, and that's where I saw it. Yeah, that's another show that was supposed to appear in theaters, but then COVID happened, and now it's relegated to a streaming service. I believe CBS All Access in 2021 or something like that. But I've already seen it pirated now, so it was all right. I know it got very mixed reactions. Some people thought that it was really soulless and corporate. Some people thought that it was decent. I personally think it was more decent. Even if the plot does kind of rip off Have You Seen the Snail? If any of you are interested, I can give you the Google Drive link. Just don't share it publicly.
Well, if
So-
I'm really desperate to see it, or maybe I'll just wait till I'll be able to like probably rent it or wait for it to appear on a streaming service. But
Yeah, watch it legally.
yeah,
Isn't it
Watch
supposed to
the
be?
movie.
Aren't they supposed to make it available internationally on Netflix, since CBS All Access, soon to be renamed Paramount Plus, the service that will have the movie here in the United States, isn't available outside of the US and Canada?
Well, actually, I actually when I heard that it was going to be on Netflix internationally, I went to Netflix on that day, and it wasn't there. And it turns out that international means outside of the United States and Canada. So yeah, that sucks.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, did you guys hear that the COVID-19 pandemic caused a lot of episodes of popular cartoon shows to get pulled from airing reruns because their plots involve sickness?
exactly.
Like,
Like
I
that.
actually heard about that. I actually heard that there was an episode of SpongeBob that actually got that got pulled. It's not going to be on the DVD on the season 12 DVD release.
Yeah, the Quarantine Crab. Hopefully they'll put it on season 13 or whichever season finishes airing after the pandemic is over when it comes out on DVD. Oh, and they also pulled reruns of Suds and Squiditis.
Oh,
Okay.
Disney Channel pulled an episode of Amphibia where Anne was faking being sick so she could skip chores. But it's still on Disney Plus though, and that's how I was able to watch it for the first time since I was introduced to Amphibia after the pandemic started.
Okay. Oh, Jason, there's something I
Okay.
want to there's something I want to mention to you, Jason. So you've been watching the Owl House on Disney Plus, right? But for some reason, it's not on Disney Plus here in Canada. Like I thought it would drop on the same day as the U.S. As in Canada, like on October 30th of last year.
Yeah, I heard, yeah. But it's strange that they didn't make it available in Canada because my friend UV, who lives over in the UK, apparently the Owl House got added to Disney Plus over in Europe on the same day it got added in the US.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, Owl House is a good show. You should really check it out if you once it gets added on there, or if you have cable and you can check it out on the Canadian Disney Channel. But
Yeah.
let's see here. I don't like it as much as Amphibia though.
Okay. Say, guys, how about I just talk with answer the chat questions. We have one from
Sure, go ahead.
Dexter the Nostalgia
Okay.
Toonster. He asks, what's your favorite cartoon crossover?
Me?
I
Well,
guess
for
by
all of
default,
you.
the Jimmy Power Hours.
Oh, same here. Oh, and also my other favorites. Let me think. You guys can go first if you wanted to tell them yours.
Yeah, I'll have you say your favorite crossover, RONYELL.
At the moment, I can't think of any. I know I've seen a lot of cartoon crossovers, but I can't think of any right now. But
Yeah.
if you guys know some crossovers, I might remember some.
Besides the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, I would say, like I mentioned earlier, the Simpsons guy, the Family Guy episode where they crossed over with the Simpsons.
Yep.
It was the best thing to come out of either show in years. And
I agree, honestly.
And let's see here. I also really love both of the big Cartoon Network crossovers, The Grim Adventures of the KND and Crossover Nexus. Both of them are very fine tributes to Cartoon Network's long, extensive history.
That's a good one. Yeah, the Grim Adventures of the Kids Next Door. Yeah, it's a crossover between Billy and Mandy and Kids Next Door. There's a cameo from Ed and Eddie. I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
And there was also the scene where the robot exploded, and inside it was a bunch of different Cartoon Network characters popping up at once.
And do you remember the episode? There was an episode of OKKO that also had crossed over a few Cartoon Network characters, and there were just statues of old Cartoon Network characters.
Yeah, that's Crossover Nexus.
Not to mention
Nexus,
that
that's what it's called.
Not to mention they also had remixed versions of the Cartoon and CN City themes.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, I love the CNCH.
Yeah, and also the thing I appreciate the most about Crossover Nexus is how they brought back Moxie, the star of Cartoon Network's first original series, The Moxie Show, which has faded into severe obscurity for like over a decade and a half.
Yeah, it's even more obscure than shows like Robot Jones and Evil Con Carne, which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
And speaking of Evil Con Carne, I have to mention, I haven't seen it in a while, but the crossover with Evil Con Carne and Billy and Mandy, which is supposed to be the series finale to the former Company Halt, that was a good one. Basically, with General Scar, who has already moved from Bunny Island to Entville, he reunites with Hector and Dr. Gasway, and they pretty much try to destroy Entville. It has its funny moments, like pretty much every other episode of both shows.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember like 5 years ago when there was that news about the
Nicktoons movie crossover?
Yeah, I was going to say that. The 90s Nicktoons crossover movie, but that never happened.
Oh yeah.
The reason why it got canceled The reason why it got canceled was because Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie didn't do so hot in the ratings.
Actually, it was actually never greenlit in the first place. It was actually just a rumor all along.
Yeah, I think Joe Murray was on Facebook
Jared
saying.
Hess, he apparently, according to Joe Murray on Facebook, Jared Hess pitched it to Paramount, and then they rejected it. But then he went ahead and announced it to Variety anyway. So it was never even greenlit in the first place.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, even if it was,
but I would have really liked to see it though. I think it could have been cool. I would have liked to see it, but
yeah, well,
never happened.
I was on kind of the fence of it if it was coming out for two big reasons. One, it was a live-action CGI hybrid, and you know how most of those movies.
I never heard there was gonna be CGI. I think it said it was gonna be live-action animated. I'm not sure. I think that means it was gonna be like the 2D Nicktoons characters like in the real world. It was gonna be kind of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Space Jam, kind of in that vein. I don't imagine they would have had Hey Arnold in CG.
I know that would be pure nightmare fuel. Well, the second thing was that if it was going to be greenlit, some of the people who thought wanted the idea to happen over at Paramount said that they wouldn't have included Ren and Stimpy because of all the mess that has happened to the show's production crew in more recent years.
Right. And I also heard that unfortunately the Ren and Stimpy reboot is apparently still happening according to Billy West. I don't want to get too much into that, but I'm just saying like
I thought the Ren and Stimpy reboot I thought that was canceled.
Yeah.
It's still happening?
Yeah, I heard from The Rise and Fall of Nick. Billy West said that the reboot of Ren and Stimpy is still happening. And basically I was feeling this. Yeah. And I was feeling the same way as
hearing about that.
Yeah, and there was one person, Baby Wham Creations, who responded with a gif of a cliffhanger from Between the Wyans, and he basically reflects the same feeling that I do. But again, I don't want to talk too much about that controversy.
Well, it's okay. Personally, I always think of Ren and Stimpy as Bob Camp's show anyways, so I'm fine with it being rebooted.
People say the same thing about Danny Phantom. People say that it was actually Steve Marvel's show and not Butch Hartman's.
Yeah.
Well, there is a
like
little
Steve
bit of
Marvel
merit
wrote
to that
Dan Phantom.
because the more Butch got involved with Danny Phantom, the worse it became.
I actually disagree. I don't think it went downhill in the last season. I actually partially wrote a script about that. I might turn that into a video eventually.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that one, Norbert.
No, I'm not saying that. I actually disagree with the common consensus that season 3 of Danny Phantom was bad. It's just that I didn't like it as much as seasons 1 and 2.
That's okay.
Didn't they fire Stephen Marmel from the show, and that's why season 3 went in a different direction from the first two seasons?
I don't really agree. Probably again, I'll be talking about this in a future video eventually, in like 3 years or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter anyways because Butch keeps on retconning the show's world to the point where it just feels like, why are you even still talking about the show if you clearly, all the stuff that you're coming up with clearly doesn't match with what was established in the show?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
didn't he left
ever since the whole Wax's controversy, and especially the whole faith healing controversy, there's no chance that Butch is ever going to be involved with the Danny Phantom revival in the future ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, legally, it's Nickelodeon's show and not Butch's, so they could reboot it without him if they wanted to.
Yeah, in fact, they recently announced a rival by Carly. I don't imagine Dan Schneider's going to be involved in that. So
wait,
I guess
is?
No, I said I don't imagine Dan Schneider will be involved in that.
Oh, all right. Okay, for a second there I was all like, what? No, Nickelodeon
There's no way that they would ever bring Dan Schneider back to Nickelodeon, especially not after considering all the rumors.
I'm looking forward.
Oh, and don't forget that his sitcoms took a major drop in quality as they went on.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was gonna
Nickelodeon
say-
has
Yeah.
gotten better with their live action shows since they fired Dan Schneider.
Hey guys, how
Yeah.
about we move on?
Hmm?
Let me see if there's
Sure.
another question that's worth answering. We have one from Starchild Sunwolf saying, what will you guys like to see an improvement regarding scripts and writing? I think they're referring to like in TV shows.
Wait, can you
Well,
say that again?
What will you guys like to see an improvement regarding scripts and writing on like TV shows and so forth?
Improvements in writing?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I think I would have to think. I would have to think about that one.
Okay. How about you, RONYELL?
I think it like really depends on the show. Like I'm one of those people who love like character moments and emotional moments. So if there's like a show out there that doesn't have any of that, then I'm like put some more emotional or character moments to like connect with the audience. But I guess it really depends on the TV show itself. Like if it's like a comedy series and it's all about comedy, I'm fine with them not going to character development as long as the humor is fun.
How about you,
Oh.
Jason?
well, as sort of an expansion of what Ronell, how was the last name pronounced again? Ronyell?
Ronyell.
Okay, Ronyell. All right. So as an expansion to what Ronyell was saying, I would like to see more shows that are like more cartoons that are like straight up comedies and not ones that rely like they're serialized cartoons because we've gone in way too many of them the past few years. I mean, I understand why they do it because streaming is popular and they want people to like they want to have shows that people can binge through, but I miss the days where in the early to mid 2000s there were a perfect balance between like serialized shows and cartoons that didn't really care about continuity. Like for continuity heavy shows, we had stuff like Danny Phantom, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Life at Times of Juniper Lee, and American Dragon Jake Long and Kim Possible. And for shows that were more focused on comedy, we had SpongeBob, Phineas and Ferb. Let's see here. Rugrats, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Camp Lazlo, Hi Hi Puppy I'm a Yumi. Let's see, what else was? Well, a bunch of different ones. But nowadays, it's almost only serialized cartoons. Like even modern day adult animated shows, like most modern day animated adult shows, are like even ones that are more so comedies. Like they have a serialized direction. So I would like to see more shows that are like more focused, like ones that aren't so continuity heavy. Like I mentioned this before. This is a severely unpopular opinion of mine, but I don't care for Big City Greens that much. But one thing that I am happy for that show is that it's more of it. It's a comedy show when everything else on Disney Channel is serialized based, like Amphibia, the Owl House, and they just got the broadcast rights to Miraculous Ladybug. They aired reruns of it last year, and they just moved premieres of the show from Netflix over to Disney Channel.
Cool.
So it's yeah, I'm happy. I'm hoping that if Big City Greens is popular enough, that I could get shows that aren't so heavy on continuity that I like even more. More shows like Phineas and Ferb is what I'm saying. Well, I mean, not shows like Phineas
Yeah.
and Ferb, but ones that are on the same line of quality.
Hang on, Jason. I see that one of your best friends, Fairy Princess Valentine, has entered the chat, and she's saying that she was away because she was sobbing with her Bob. Welcome, Fairy Princess Valentine, and happy
Hey,
belated
Sierra.
birthday.
Hey, Sierra.
Yeah. And,
All right. So, are there any other Oh, wait, Norbert, you still haven't been able to answer what you think there should be in like future cartoon stuff. Like, what do you want to see?
I actually kind of agree with what you said. I actually wouldn't mind if there were more episodic shows. I mean, serialized shows are good, but it would be nice if there was more of a balance. Right now, there is more of a focus on serialized shows than episodic shows, but it would be nice to have more of a balance.
Yeah, like the only episodic cartoons that, as far as I'm aware, that are producing new episodes right now are SpongeBob, The Simpsons, Big City Greens, the Animaniacs reboot, Looney Tunes cartoons, and Bob's Burgers and Family Guy. And I don't think most of those, with the exception of Big City Greens, all those don't count because they're either shows that have started decades ago or ones that are reboots or spin-offs of pre-established
There aren't any new episodic shows, is what you're saying. There aren't any episodic shows that have started premiering recently.
Yeah, like Big City Greens is the only episodic show that started recently that is producing new episodes right now.
Say, I was wondering, I've been thinking about Close Enough, which, by the way, since I'm in Canada, I can't get HBO Max, but I could watch it on Netflix. But I'm wondering if that show is episodic or, serialized.
I think it's episodic. Like most of the episodes is just basically the couple going on all these weird adventures. So there's no overarching plot or anything. Like it's just a lot of random adventures the couple goes on throughout the series.
Okay. Well, that's one I just mentioned. Even though I haven't seen it itself, even though it looks good, Close Enough finally debuted, and after like 3 years after its announcement, definitely a highlight with when it comes to 2020 cartoons that debuted. I have belief that it would be, well, maybe not as good as regular show, but well, excuse a very obvious pun, it will be close enough. Nice rips out there.
Yeah, thanks. You know, if I really wanted to, I could bring in a drum that says bad puns on it. Like in the second SpongeBob movie for Mrs. Puff's only line in it.
Is playing the drum, yeah.
Yep.
After, like, no, wait, never mind. Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah.
We have another question from Dexter the Nostalgia Toonster. What are your plans for 2021? And I'll start with you, RONYELL.
Moonshine,
I'm definitely.
I just asked if I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah. What are your plans for 2021, RONYELL?
For me, I'm planning to try to reach 1,000 subscribers on my main channel. Like I said, I don't know if I can do that, but I'm gonna try. And then I'm gonna try to watch more movies, like the main movies, because 2020 I didn't watch a lot of main movies, and I'm gonna try to check out some new cartoon shows as well. So I'm really excited to see what kind of new cartoon shows they got in 2021.
Okay. How about you, Jason?
Well, as for my plans, if this virus keeps on being present, like in excess for most of this year, then I'm probably just gonna do school stuff and maybe look for a job. But for TV, since I have more leisure time than I used to because of the whole social distancing stuff, I have been trying my hardest to binge through a lot of the modern cartoons I started. Oh, I forgot. There was another cartoon that started in 2020. I completely forgot about that. Is another one of my favorites. Glitch Tags!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, Glitch Tags on Netflix.
How can I forget?
Oh, I heard about
Yes. Well, technically, it's Nickelodeon, but Netflix picked it up because Nick just does...
It's like Pinky Malinky, where it was originally meant to be aired on Nickelodeon. It is an official Nicktoon, but it aired on Netflix, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they will renew it. # renew Glitch Text. Please get that trending on Twitter.
I thought it already was trending. Oh, and also # renew Infinity Train. I've only gotten to see season 1 because I don't have HBO Max, and I had to wait until. Hold on, let me see real quick. I had to wait until season 1 was released on DVD for me to finally check the show out.
Cool.
But I'm definitely glad I did. I only seen season 1 though, so no spoilers for the rest of the show.
Don't worry, I've only seen
I
season
haven't
1
seen
too.
it yet.
Yeah.
You already seen season 1 too?
Yeah. I saw it on Tell
Season
too.
1
But,
as well.
Yeah, you saw season 1 and I'm sorry, it's just another one of my trademark bad jokes I like doing on my main channel.
yeah. How about you, Norbert? What are your
Didn't they,
2021 plans?
Get vaccinated for COVID-19, and since I'm a frontline worker, I actually might be able to get it before the rest of the public. Finished my second year of university. Hopefully reschedule my summer vacation plans for 2020 for this summer, which hopefully I should be able to do that. And hopefully upload more videos on YouTube. I've actually got some ideas for more videos. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be until I finally do on the Danny Phantom Season 3 one. I might do another Beaver Sins. I've got a couple other ideas, so I'll see where those go. But yeah, those are my. And by the way, Moonshot, I am asking Norbert play a song of his choice, please. I think it means sing. I can't play a song here because that's copyright. But
Yeah.
sure, I knew the last year I'll sing "Sober Up" by AJR featuring Rivers Cuomo.
Yeah. We'll wait till when we're getting close to the end of the stream. As for me, basically my plans for 2021 are just making the best of my leisure time since we're still under a lockdown. I have several ideas for interesting new videos I want to pump out, including classic local remake Party 5. Like those local remakes are still like main
Okay.
attraction
yeah.
on my channel. And
Barry, will you be remaking the Disney DVD logo? You could reuse the same Tinkerbell asset from your masterpiece reanimated video.
Can you also do can you do the on the Lyric Studios logo too?
Maybe. Basically, we'll wait and see. But thank you for the request. I'm not giving away
quick
too much of
question.
I'm not giving away too much of my plans, but just basically look forward to what I have to offer on my channel.
Quick question, since logo remake Party 4 is the only one I've seen so far, have you
Right.
done Paul yet?
You mean
Hi,
Paul?
I'm Paul.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
yeah, I
yet.
remember
That's the
that.
Unique Productions logo.
Oh yeah, I
Not
haven't.
gonna be difficult. He would have to create I'm a CGI chimpanzee, and that might look really bad.
Oh, there are actually some times
You know-
where I basically did a 2D animated version of computer animated or even a live action.
I know you did the Big Idea logo. And then that's CG.
Yeah, and plus I did
You
2
know-
live action logos, but turned them to cartoons, which is the Oz Film Company and also the Cossin Film logos.
Hey,
Yeah?
have you done the Blue Castle Disney television animation logo yet?
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, I only did the regular Walt Disney television logo for Classic Logo Remake Party 3, but I
Yeah.
may consider, like, I'm not giving away all of the logos I'm doing for this fifth
Okay.
installment, so again, just wait and see.
Yeah, well, the Blue Castle version of the Disney television animation logo is my nostalgia, since I saw it on every Disney cartoon I watched when I was younger.
Yeah, same here.
You know what's weird? They used it on Quack Pack when they released it on Disney Plus, plastering the 1995 Buena Vista television logo.
I know. I saw somebody upload that onto one of those local upload channels. They did show that.
Which channel was it? Originals Boy or Closing Logos HD? Because
Oh.
both of them uploaded that logo.
Oh, I think it's Closing Logos HD.
Okay, because Original Boy uploaded it on his channel, like he got Disney Plus right at midnight and started uploading logo combos from it.
Interesting. Um, I have a question here. What's your favorite SpongeBob season other than seasons 1 to 3?
Um, I haven't watched every single SpongeBob episode yet because I don't have cable, like traditional cable, and therefore can't watch Nickelodeon anymore. I just started watching season 10 on this DVD set right here. It's pretty good so far. I would say that my personal favorite season, besides the first three, for that I've seen is season 5 because they experiment. I mean, there were quite a few bad episodes in that season, but the good episodes were series highs, like Friend or Foe. Let's see here. What else was there?
Roller
The Two Faces
Towers.
of Squidward. Krusty Towers was season 4.
Yeah.
I said Roller Cowards.
Oh
Oh, Roller
yeah,
Cowards. That's a good
That's
episode.
one. That's one where they run around of the fiery fist of
Yeah.
pain.
yeah, the Fiery Fist of Pain.
Yeah.
What else? What were some other good ones? Oh, well, there were quite a few. Like, yeah, they really experimented with that season, and there was no season like it. Like, they also did a few episodes where instead of two 11-minute segments, they did 3 shorts, which I thought was pretty cool. I really wish the show would do that again in newer seasons, but I don't see that happening since most TV shows now, like most animated ones, either are full 22 minutes or 2 11 minutes. They don't do 3 shorts anymore for most shows.
How about you, Ronyell? What's your favorite post first movie SpongeBob season?
I haven't been watching SpongeBob that often, but one of my favorite episodes was from the very first season when SpongeBob first starts driving with Mrs. Puff, and he asks Patrick to help him cheat on the driving test,
Oh
and then
yeah.
towards
Oh
the
yeah.
end, he's driving so well, and Miss Puff is like, when SpongeBob realizes he's actually cheating, and he starts driving crazily, Miss Puff is like, no, go back and drive good again.
Cheat that way.
It's good to
Cheat
cheat.
that
And
way.
I really like that. Yep.
Do you have a favorite SpongeBob episode from like after season 3?
No, like I haven't watched SpongeBob after season 3, so I haven't really seen any of the newer SpongeBob episodes. But I did hear it went downhill a bit, like after season 4, I think.
And then it went back up with around the middle
Yeah.
of season 9.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
actually,
that's
I
really
know
good.
this is an unpopular opinion of Barry, but he actually likes season 6, 7, and 8 of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Mm.
I do. With 8 kind of being the weakest of the 3 seasons you mentioned.
Which is weird because most people consider 8 to be the best of those 3 seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
Since they slowly began stepping up their game with that season. Like,
My favorite SpongeBob season beyond the first 3 is probably either 4 or 9.
I would say seasons 4 and 5 are my favorite, like post first movie seasons. And also season 6, probably for Suction Cup Symphony alone. You know, it's the episode where Squidward tries to write a song for an orchestra, but SpongeBob keeps distracting him by doing this operation on Patrick.
Oh yeah, Suction Cup Symphony.
That was pretty funny.
that episode was basically Choir Boys done right.
Yes. Hey, Jason, I have a question from Star Child. They ask, are you interested in marketing and customer relations job at a studio such as Disney? Since you seem to be
Yeah, I would
very
love to do
informative.
that. I've actually made one of the videos I made for my channel was a collection of my own fan-made audio promos to put over credits of Disney shows.
Cool.
Because I know that most people don't do, like most TV networks don't do audio promos over the credits anymore. They just like doing them split screen.
Interesting.
So I thought it would be cool if they did that because those were interesting listens. like listening to those old audio promos that used to play over the credits for Cartoon Network during the checkerboard era. You can find quite a few of them if you look for if you go on the Kim cartoon, Dexter's Laboratory. They're ripped from airings of the show on Cartoon Network during the checkerboard era, and they have some of those audio promos. They're really cool listens.
That's neat to hear.
Yeah.
Onward. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah. I watched Onward.
I never finished Onward, actually.
I watched it. It was good, but like I watched it as soon as it got added to Disney Plus. I thought it was good, but I didn't like it as much as some of Pixar's other movies, just because the humor and characterizations wasn't as sharply written as it were for most of Pixar's movies.
I still need to finish Onward too.
Oh, yeah, I saw Onward on Disney Plus too, and it's basically as I kind of expected, the Disney the 2020 equivalent to like how in 2015 we had Inside Out, which everybody loves, and The Good Dinosaur, which everybody thinks is okay at best, and Onward falls into the same okay category as The Good Dinosaur.
And Soul's a really good one. Soul is 2020's Inside Out.
Exactly, and not just because it has the same director.
Watch some.
Yeah. You're right, Barry. Both movies do have the same director,
the
great Pete Docter.
Yep.
Let's see here. Speaking of which, I actually know a friend who likes The Good Dinosaur more than Inside Out. More credit to him.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I have another question from Star Child. What is your view on Onward's characters? Like, basically, how would you describe them?
Well, it's kind of hard for me to say because none of them are unlikable or anything like that. It's just that if I felt like they were stuff that we've seen in Pixar's movies before. And they didn't really give their own unique spin on them, which is the reason why it's a similar reason why I wasn't too crazy for Big City Greens. To me, it was too similar to a lot of what Disney was putting out in the years prior, with not having that much stuff to help make it unique from them.
Yeah. Well, my opinion on Onward's characters, not as memorable as, say, the Toy Story gang or the Monsters Inc. gang, but they were fine enough. I think of the two brothers, I like the one, I forgot his name, but he's one played by Chris Pratt. He's pretty funny. And I also like how the dad is, for most of it, because the movie is about them trying to bring back their dad, but they only have his bottom half, so it's just his leg, so that brings back memories of Cow and Chicken's parents,
Oh, yeah. You never saw their full body. That's also how the Fairly Odd Parents used to be with Timmy's parents during the Oh Yeah cartoon shorts.
Exactly.
And also how the Loud House was with Lincoln's parents during season 1. But eventually they began showing their full bodies.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping that with the Loud House, I was hoping that they wouldn't show Mr. and Mrs. Loud's faces until like the finale.
But no, they did it in the season 2 premiere.
Yeah, they did. They first showed their faces in the Christmas episode.
Yeah. I believe it's the season 2 premiere in production or broadcast order because it's the first episode on the first DVD release of season 2. Here, let me show you real quick. Let me take disc 2 out because it's covering.
I don't have the Loud House DVD set. I might put that on my birthday list.
Yeah, okay. So you can see that 11 Miles to Leap In is the first episode on disc 1.
It's blurry, but I know what you mean.
Yep. Oh, I see a fairy princess.
I put the Loud House DVDs on my birthday list. I don't have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have all 4.
It kind of remind me of.
I'm planning on getting the Casa Grandes, the complete first season, when it comes out in February. Even though it's not the complete first season, it only has 10 of the season's 25 episodes.
Yeah.
I think I got like just volumes 1 and 2 of the Loud House
Yep.
so far, but I'm thinking about getting the complete series soon.
Like all the DVDs, because the Loud House is still producing new episodes, so it doesn't have a complete series set.
Or a complete season. Is there like a complete season 1?
No, there's no. I mean, there is, but it only ever came out in France. Here in the United States, the Loud House
Oh,
half-season collections.
uh,
Okay.
Season 1, Part 1 came out in 2017. Season 1, Part 2 came out in 2018. Season 2, Part 1 came out in 2019. And Season 2, Part 2 came out for Easter of 2020.
oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, Fairy Princess Valentine asks if we could answer her question, which was what are our thoughts on her free cartoon her free cartoon crushes? You're more acquainted with her, Jason, so you could answer.
Oh,
I don't know where the 3 crushes are, so I can't answer that.
okay, let me tell you who they are. Let's see here. Their number 1 is Samurai Jack. That's she.
Yep.
It's always been her favorite, like her number 1 crush. Number 2 was Jin Kazama from the Tekken video games, and I forgot who number 3 was, but he was from Voltron Legendary Defender.
I'm not really big into any of those, so I don't really have an opinion on those being her crushes.
Yeah. Also, BD,
Yeah, I'm
sir.
not sure about that.
Well, I did a Q&A video where she asked me this exact same question, and I can't really provide an opinion on her having crushes on them. Well, I mean, for 2 of them, because I've heard of this stuff, but I never played any of the Tekken video games, and I never watched any full episode of Voltron Legendary Defender. I'm more of a She-Ra and the Princesses of Power fan myself, to the point where I have this DVD set of the first 3 seasons. Even
Cool.
though the show is on Netflix, because, since Universal, the company that owns DreamWorks, has Peacock now, it's only a matter of time before they decide to move their stuff that they made for Netflix over to that service.
Okay.
But anyways, as for Samurai Jack, he's a well-developed character from what I've seen of his show. I haven't watched Samurai Jack all the way through. I'm more of a Symbionic Titan fan myself.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it either.
But yeah, another one of my unpopular cartoon opinions: Symbionic Titan being better than Samurai Jack.
Yeah. And
Let's see here. What was you gonna say, Barry?
oh, I was going to say that when it comes to getting Tarkovsky's work, I find Dexter's Lab and the Hotel Transylvania, well, at least the first one, to be better than Samurai Jack or Symbiotic Titan. That's my unpopular opinion there.
Yeah. I have a pretty similar opinion towards Maxwell Adams' cartoons.
Yep.
I actually like Bunnicula more than the Grim and Evil duo. And the reason why I say that is because it's less reliant on random humor than the other 2 shows. Like, for those 2 shows, it's the comedy can sometimes be pretty hit or miss. My favorite episodes of those 2 shows is when the comedy is more focused around just the trio acts responding to each other, what they're doing. Like, the main trios of both shows like them bouncing off of each other rather than like all the random stuff that they do in the show. I mean, it does work in those 2 shows sometimes, but I prefer shows that use that kind of humor more sparingly, like in Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I like Bunnicula more because it has more actual comedy in it, therefore I like it more.
Cool. Okay, I just want to answer some questions from Dexter the Nostalgia Toonster. He isn't here anymore, but he left some good ones. Like, he asks, do you guys ever dream of doing voiceover work for animation or something?
I do.
I stutter, so I probably couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I do. I watch all those YouTube voice impressions channels like Brian Hall and Brizzy Voices, and I'm really impressed with what those people are able to do. and I kind of wanted to do that. My vocal range isn't as good as professional voice talents, but whenever I read books to some of my to some of my younger relatives, I always try doing voices for them. And and I've read a lot of stuff about voice acting through books, and so I want to do that stuff. That's my dream job. And one of my classes for college is a drama class all about voices. So I'm hoping that will help me a little bit.
Okay. How about you,
And
Ronyell? What are your
interested in
thoughts?
doing voice acting too. I'm kind of interested in doing voice acting too. Like I always envision like voicing this character that I'm interested in. Like I'm always inspired by voice actors like Tara Strong and Tom Kenny and those. And it's just a matter of finding the right character who I can voice.
Yeah.
I follow all those voice actors on social media.
Same here.
In fact, when
Yeah.
Symbionic Titan turned 10 years old this year, like it was on September 17th, if I remember correctly, I did a tweet
16.
about the show, and it got a like from none other than Tara Strong herself.
Yeah.
What?
I unfollowed Tara Strong on
Cool.
Twitter a while ago.
Like I also followed Tara Strong too and Billy West and those.
Yeah.
I follow Billy West.
Same here.
I follow Rob Paulson. I follow Greg Griffin. I don't follow Tara Strong anymore. I unfollowed her a while ago.
Yeah. Okay. I have a good question here. Have any of you guys met any people who works in the animation industry? And I would say, like for me, as far as meeting people in person go, I met, since we were just talking about voice actors, I met Kristen Potenza, who you know for voicing Chris from Total Drama and Jude from 16. I met him twice at Comic-Con, and he was a real chill guy. He even gave me some autographs, including a bunch of 16 model seats. Those were some good memories for me to remember. Probably
That's cool.
yeah, I shared pictures on Instagram before. How about you, Jason?
Well, as I met Maurice LaMarche, who you might remember as the voice of course, the Brain on Pinky and the Brain, and
Yes.
also Chief Quimby on Inspector Gadget. And let's see here, there were some other ones. He did a couple of voice acting for The Simpsons.
Yep.
And he also voiced Jeremy Hawk or whatever his name was on the show's short-lived semi-spinoff, The Critic.
Yep. Also,
And,
Mortimer Mouse on House of Mouse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of his
I know
most
that he voiced
underrated
Pepe Le
roles.
Pew in Space Jam.
Yep. And,
But I wish that I knew that because I would have asked him to do his famous ha-cha-cha.
yeah.
I actually, when I went up to him, the first thing I said to him was, "Gee, Brain, what do you want to do tonight?" And he responded with, "The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world," in his Brain voice.
Yep. I know, that's his, defining role.
You guys are lucky. I've never met anyone in the animation industry, unfortunately.
And I also got to see Brett Iwan, the current voice of Mickey Mouse. Well,
Awesome.
one of the two current voices of Mickey Mouse. Because someone else different voices him in the Mickey Mouse 2013 shorts.
Yeah, and that's Chris something another. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, so I got to see him. I met both LaMarche and Iwan at a Stockton Con in 2017 and no, not 27. Yeah, 2017 and 2019 respectively. Also at Stockton Con 2017, I got to see Steve Whitmire, the voice of Kermit in the Muppets and Ernie on Sesame Street from Jim Henson's death in 1990 until he got fired in 2016 because of creative differences over the 2015 Muppets reboot.
Yep.
So yeah, that was pretty cool
to
being able to see him.
I want to ask, wait, just want to ask RONYELL if she's met anybody from the animation industry in person.
I met a lot of people. Like I went to Soda City Comic Con for a few years, and I met Billy West, who did the voice of Doug. I also met Vic Mayana, who did a lot of voices for Funimation, and I also met Kathy Najimy, who did the voice of Peggy Hill from King of the Hill, and like there's so many. I also met Kevin Conroy, who did the voice of Batman, the original Batman, and
Which
I met
cartoon?
most of the cast from the Batman anime series.
When
Batman
when
the
you
anime
say the
series.
original, do you mean the Filmation cartoons that were made in the 70s
no.
or Batman the animated series?
Batman the anime series, the one in the 90s. Like
Okay.
I guess I say original because that's when I was first introduced to Batman. But I
It
also
was-
met the rest of the cast from Batman the anime series, like John Glover.
My
And
intro.
Right.
I also met Michael. Oh, I also met Michael Rooker, who did the I forgot the blue guy's name from Guardians of the Galaxy, but yeah, I met him at Comic-Con too.
You mean Goliath?
Oh, it was it's like
Wasn't Goliath
the blue guy who took
colored
care of
gargoyle?
Star-Lord.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Was there anyone else?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's
Oh.
yeah, I think that's all I can think of for the well. I also met the guy who played Lucas Cage in the Marvel series, like Luke Cage. But I
Oh,
forgot his
that's
name.
Oh,
that,
and I just want to mention one other person I met at Comic Con. I actually met probably the biggest person I met in person thus far is LeVar Burton from Star Trek: The Next Generation and Reading
Oh.
Rainbow. He did some voices as well. Like he played a character in Captain Planet, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Like I loved watching Reading Rainbow when I was little, so
Reading
that's awesome.
Rainbow.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that and Bill Not a Science Guy were definitely those educational shows they actually liked watching as a kid.
For me,
Yeah, I love Bill Nye too.
as a
Bill,
diehard Muppets
Bill.
fan, my favorite educational series will always be Sesame Street.
Same here.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny you brought up Captain Planet because I actually have 2 animation cells from the show.
Awesome.
Both of whom are of Linka.
That's cool.
Oh
Yeah,
I love
there's
Lincoln for the show.
unfortunately there are no dates on them. So I don't there's no stamp on them. So I can't tell if they were made from either during Deke when they produced the show or if it was during when Hanna-Barbera took over production.
Hmm.
Because usually from
Oh.
cells, the production companies behind them, when they sell them, they usually put stamps on them saying that they're an authentic animation cell from whatever company worked on it.
Awesome.
But these 2
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. I have another question from Star Child. Is basically, how do you feel about the new upcoming Space Jam movie? Are you excited? Well, I know you have
It's
some.
gonna be animated in 2D, so of course
Yeah.
I am.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Space Jam is. I do like Space Jam. I know some people don't like it. I know it's one of those movies where it's a movie where you either love it or hate it, but I'm on the love it side.
Yeah. Oh, that movie is a
Yeah.
childhood staple of mine, and I just have to
I
say
actually have it on
with
VHS.
2020 in general, it's been kind of a Looney Tunes renaissance. Not only do we have the Looney Tunes cartoons on HBO Max, but there's also a lot of great things done to celebrate Bugs Bunny's 80th birthday, and I'm
Like they
hoping
made a
for.
Blu-ray box set.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and don't forget that Tiny Toon Adventures is getting rebooted.
Oh
It
yeah,
is?
that's right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Looney Tunes' official
Oh.
Twitter account confirmed it like a month ago.
Really?
And they revealed artwork of what Babs and Buster Bunny are going to look like in the new series.
Really?
Is it from
Yeah.
the same team as the Animaniacs reboot?
I'm not sure if it's going to be the same people as in the Animaniacs reboot, but unfortunately, like most of the show's voice cast has confirmed that they're returning to reprise their roles. Of course,
Good.
they can't get Joe Lasky to voice Plucky because he's dead. They'll probably
Oh,
get
R.I.P.
Maurice.
Yeah.
They'll probably get Maurice LaMarche to replace him since since LaMarche voiced Plucky in Tiny Toon Adventures whenever they didn't have a Lasky to do the role. And let's see here. Cree Summer confirmed on Twitter that Elmira will not be in the new series. Big shocker. And I'm being severely sarcastic about it. Because the last time that Elmira appeared in something from Warner Brothers ruined the show that it was representing. And you already know which one I'm talking about.
Pinky,
Pinky,
Elmira, and the Brain.
Yeah,
Yep.
the brain.
I deeply resent this.
Yeah. Oh,
I was quoting from the show.
yeah. Okay, I have
I mean,
another.
I watched Pinky Elmira and the Brain, a little bit of it. I don't think that it deserves the hate it's gotten, but I do agree that it's a major drop in quality from the original Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Okay, I have another question here.
Yeah.
Are there any SpongeBob seasons you think are better than seasons 1 to 3?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know some of the post Sponge Out of Water seasons are kind of debated as whether or not they're really that good. But I would have to kind of watch them all again to decide.
Yeah.
I'm getting really hungry right now. I kind of want to end this live stream soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up in 10 minutes. We'll probably just
Okay.
I'll answer two more questions, and then I'll have you you don't have to sing a song if you don't want to, Norbert.
I could sing a song for you if you really want to, because I'm a good singer too. I've been in choir for a few years during my time in middle school and high school, so I think I could do a song.
I was in choir in middle school and high school too. What song are you gonna sing?
I'm not entirely sure yet. Whatever one that people would want me to sing, as long as I'm able to sing it. If not, I'll just think of a random one on the top of my head.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'll just
onto it.
answer one more question. Do you agree when people say Dexter's Lab went downhill from season 3 onward?
Okay.
Haven't seen the later 2 seasons, so I don't know.
I actually agree with that. Like, I felt like the quality, like the show wasn't as funny as it was when Jindy, the original creator, was like on the show. So, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Well, as for me, season 3 of Dexter's Lab wasn't very good for me, but season 4 actually had quite a few good episodes. For me, the one thing that I really didn't like about season 3 was the new art style. I mean, the new character designs looked fine. It's just that the backgrounds were ruined with some very ugly paint effects. But I'm gonna go on the fence and defend that because Rough Draft, a company that was animating the show, they were still transitioning from moving over from cells to digital ink and paint. So I guess they were still trying to transition over to that, and so I think that a lot of the bad paint effects that happened in season 3 of Dexter could be blamed on Rough Draft being inexperienced with using digital ink and paint at the time. And
Perhaps.
for season 4, they got their game up. Season 4 is a lot better than season 3, in my opinion. Like, the writing became a little bit better, and also the art style received a significant upgrade that was super colorful and nice. Season 4, the way that it looked, was the definitive look of Dexter for me, which I think is the reason why most modern day Dexter's Lab merchandise uses those designs for the merch.
That's true.
Okay. Moonchild really wants me to sing. Sorry, Moonchild. Sorry, Moonchild. I'm not really up to it right now.
Okay.
Jason can sing, so
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll try to sing another time.
Yeah, Jason could
Oh,
sing and then we could wrap this up because Norbert's getting
oh,
hungry.
Yeah.
before we go, there is one thing that I wanted to say was the best thing to come out of 2020, in my opinion, that I haven't brought up yet. Like the best thing, period, for me. And I'll talk about it real quick right now.
Yeah.
Oh, my stepbrother Richard commented on something. Like he's watching the live stream right now. He didn't do the live chat thing. Like he's not doing the chats. Like he's texting me on my phone as I'm recording the video. And he wanted to tell Sierra that he had a crush on Ember from Danny Phantom.
That's nice.
Eh?
Okay, so best thing to come out of 2020 in only one word. Oh, sorry. I think it went black for a little bit because I got spammed with this notification. But anyways, like I was saying, best thing to come out of 2020 in only in only 2 words. Marcy Wu, the new character who was introduced in Amphibia for its 2nd season. I absolutely love her character. She's basically just an animated me because she's just as a big of a nerd as I am, and she's obsessed with RPGs and video games as much as I am with cartoons, and she has a lot of my same personality quirks, like my tendency to talk over people, which I know annoys you guys a little bit, so I apologize in advance for that if I've been doing it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And let's
But
see
it's okay.
here. And let's see what else. The fact that she tends to get, like, she's super smart like me, but tends to be a little bit clumsy, which I think is super cool. She's probably one of the most relatable cartoon characters I ever experienced. And many people, when they first saw her, they believed that she was neurodivergent, either having ADHD or autism.
Yeah.
And I think that she was
Okay.
she looked autistic coded,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
unfortunately, Matt Bradley, Amphibious creator, confirmed in a Reddit AMA that he didn't create Marcy with her being neurodivergent in
Jason.
mind.
Hey, Jason. Sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
but we're running out of time. So, well, how about you just sing a quick song and then we're gonna end this.
What are you gonna sing, Jason?
Oh, hold on. Let me think. Remember the barbershop quartet idea I came up with earlier?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna sing the iconic "Baby on Board" song from The Simpsons.
Okay.
You know, from the episode where Homer started a barbershop quartet with I think it was Apu, Chief Wiggum, and Principal Skinner, and then they got rid of Wiggum and replaced him with Barney.
Right.
Because he was too Village People sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Just start.
Sing us to heaven.
All right. Baby on board, how I've adored that sign on my car's window pane. Bouncing my step, loaded with pep, 'cause I'm driving in the carpool lane. Call me a square friend, I don't care. That little yellow sign can't be ignored. I'm telling you it's mighty nice. Each trip's a trip to paradise with my baby on board. I like to thank you all.
Bravo.
I like to thank you all for this opportunity, and I hope we pass the auditions.
Yes, excellent. I want to thank all 3 of you for taking the time to have this casual conversation. And before all of you leave, I just want to mention to everybody that the links to Jason, Norbert, and RONYELL's respective social media accounts are in the description if you want to follow them. And basically, I was thinking at the count of three, we all wish everybody a Happy New Year by saying Happy New Year. Okay? On the
Okay.
count of three. 1, 2, 3. Happy New
Happy New
Year!
Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so take care,
So they're gonna be
Norbert.
happier than 2020.
Oh,
Yes.
Norbert, I'll make sure to check out your channel because
Thank you.
if I'm able to, I'll try to give it a shout out in an upcoming video. If I buy the Angry Beavers Complete Series DVD set, I'll do an unboxing of it just so I can give you a shout out.
Okay. Be sure to check out the Beaver Sins videos I did.
Yeah, okay, well. But I haven't watched very much of the Angry Beavers yet, so I need to watch the episodes that you're sending before I can watch them. I mean,
Okay.
I don't
In the
have
meantime-
to. It's just I want to check them out.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
doc-
In the meantime, I guess you can watch why AJR the Clay is a good album, or my top 10 best and worst hit songs of 2020 list. I did those last December, last month. So you can check those out in the meantime.
Oh yeah.
All right. So thanks, Jason.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's great.
Once I do, I'm definitely going to check out Beaver Sins because I used to be really into Cinema Sins, like around 2017 and 18. I haven't caught up with them, but I still occasionally watch a new video from them. Their
A lot of
video
people-
for the Simpsons
A lot of people don't
movie-
like them now. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like Cinema Sins now.
Yeah.
People say that. People say that the Simpsons they're too nitpicky, and they're not funny anymore.
Well,
Okay.
the guy who watched The Simpsons in 1994 and won't admit the damn thing isn't funny anymore.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a Family Guy reference.
Yeah. Okay, I think
Oh,
that's
shit.
reserved. I think that's maybe reserved for our conferences for our time. We have to go now
Okay.
and celebrate the rest of our New Year's Day. So I
Yeah.
want to say goodbye to RONYELL. Say goodbye.
I'll see you guys later. Like,
Bye, Ron.
I really
Yep.
enjoy talking with you guys,
Yep. And
especially with talking about Angry Beavers and all that stuff.
yep. Take care. And say goodbye, Jason.
Bye, everybody. I'm really happy to have been able to do another live stream with Barry, and hopefully we can I can guest star in another one in the near future.
We'll see. And
If you ever do one for Valentine's Day, Barry, let me know because I wrote a script for an entire video about my fictional character crushes, but I don't have the editing tools to make such a video. So if anybody would be interested and if you make a Valentine's Day live stream, I could talk a little bit in detail about why I like the fictional characters I have a crush on, for those of you who were interested in hearing that.
we'll see.
Okay.
And say
Okay.
goodbye, Norbert.
Bye.
Okay. Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yep. Stay
Bye.
safe out there.
Wear your mask. Social distance.
Yep. Adios.
Be safe, everybody.
Stay
Bye.
safe. Bye.
Okay, everybody. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching us talk, and for the great questions that you've left us as well. And also look forward to all of the stuff that me and my guests are going to be putting out for the year of 2021. And I wish for you guys to have a safe and successful 2021 at that. So yeah, why am I rambling? But yes, goodbye everybody, take care, and once again, Happy New Year.